Live coverage of the 2019 Women's Final Four is brought to you by Jeff Hunter Toyota.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the Final Four here in Tampa. Of course, it was a wild scene at Amory Arena last night as the Lady Bears punched their ticket to the national championship. They'll meet up with defending champion Notre Dame tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Well, a few weeks ago, Lauren Cox says she has benefited greatly from resting throughout the year in the fourth quarter. And last night it showed in a big way, playing all 40 minutes. Now Baylor must have a quick turnaround as they get set to face off with the Fighting Irish. Now, they knocked off UConn last night to advance to their 7th NCAA title game. It was the 999th win in program history to go along with 67 NCAA tournament wins, which ranks 4th most all time. Now last night, Baylor trailed for only the 3rd time at the half of this season. They were able to withstand a late Oregon rally, but luckily the Ducks missed 12 of their last 13 shots to end the game. Now this will be the first time that 2 female head coaches will meet in the championship game. The last time was back in 2012 when, guess who? Kim Mulkey and Muffet McGraw faced off in Denver. Coach Mulkey spoke about how she plans to deal with such a quick turnaround.
Well, we can't go out here and run up and down the floor. I don't think anybody can. You walk through, you watch film, you know what you're going to do. You just tell them this is what we're going to do defensively, okay? They know what we're going to do offensively. You got to get the soreness out. You got to get baths. You got to get all the things you can to let their bodies recover.
We're tired, of course, but this is the Final Four. We're playing for a championship. Right now we're running on adrenaline and happiness and just wanting to win this so bad. So we're all right. We're making it.
All right, let's send it over to Jessica Maury, who is sitting next to one of my all-time favorite former Lady Bear players. Hey, Jess.
And thanks, Nick. Well, a lot of former Baylor Lady Bears have made the trip to Tampa to cheer on this team, and one of them joins me now. Nina Davis, Baylor All-American in 2015 and 2016. Nina, thank you so much for joining me. You got to watch the game from the stands last night. What was going through your mind as soon as that clock hit 0?
I honestly felt like I was out there. It was truly amazing. I don't have enough words to describe how proud I am of them. Just the atmosphere, the way all our fans showed up and supported them. I know how much hard work it goes into getting to the Final Four, and let's known getting to the championship game. So I just want them to go out there and literally bring it all home.
And this was a stage that you always wanted to be on, but unfortunately throughout your career you were stopped in the Elite Eight every year. What is it like now to see this team finally getting to the Final Four?
Yeah, it just means everything. You know, it's not just them. You still feel like you're a part of it. You're still connected to so many of those players. I played with Kalani, I played with Lauren and Juicy, and I wanted nothing more than to get to the Final Four. But to see them here, it just makes me proud. It makes it seem like I was a great mentor, that something that I did paid off, and I'm just really excited for them.
And you kind of touched on it there, but Coach Kim Mulkey said after the game that this getting to the national championship game wasn't just for the current players. It was for the former players as well who helped build the program. How does that make you feel to be included like that?
It makes you feel great. Even before me, it was so many players that came before me in all the years where I didn't even know that Baylor existed, and they put so much hard work into this program. Coach has been here for 20 years or over 20 years now, and it's not easy to build up a program. So definitely she always reminds the team to thank former players and to thank everyone that laid the concrete for them to be here now, and it's just truly amazing to be a part of a legacy like this one.
And your senior year, you guys lost in overtime to Mississippi State, and I remember walking by and I saw you sitting outside the locker room. You were obviously emotional after that game, but then Kalani Brown, a sophomore, she came up to you and she was crying as well, and you immediately switched modes into the kind of that big sister role, and you consoled her and kind of let her know that her time is coming. What was that moment like?
Yeah, I had to somehow be able to suck up my tears and all the pain that I was feeling to let Kalani know that I understand how much she wanted it for me. You know, coming into the tournament, she said she wanted to get me to the Final Four. We had gotten so close and had a close bond, being roommates and everything. But I told her, you're going to have a time to shine. You're going to get to a Final Four. And here she is. She's getting ready to play for the national championship. She's had an amazing, incredible career. And I'm just excited for her. And I just hope that she can get the ring and I can say that I told you so.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me. That's Nina Davis, and we're going to send it over to Curtis, who's got some more on a freshman for the Lady Bears. Hey, Curtis.
Hey, Jessica. Yeah, you know, Kim Mulkey brought in a highly touted 2019 recruiting class, and they've all made significant contributions in a lot of time on the floor this season. None of them, though, more so than San Antonio product, Nalissa Smith.
Filling the role on the team is like the sixth man. It's built my confidence a lot, just knowing like as a freshman I could come in and just help the team so much.
In sports, they always say to make sure you're ready when your number gets called.
I feel like I've grown a lot, especially because Coach Mulkey, she like challenges me and pushes me every day.
Nalissa Smith has one game left in her freshman season, sporting the Baylor green and gold. Smith has averaged almost 16 minutes a game this season, helping guide the Lady Bears to the national championship game. Playing on the biggest stage in women's hoops is something she's dreamt of since she was a kid.
Watching women's basketball was very like a big role in my house because like my dad played basketball and my mom loved basketball, so I used to always just watch that and just see myself in those shoes. And as I got older, it's just I worked hard, so I know like I can like play up here.
We've gotten to connect on a different level that most people don't see off the court, but playing with her is definitely a fun experience. I can't wait to grow, not only with her but with the team as well.
Smith is one of 5 players to have played in all 37 games this season for Baylor. She's the only freshman to do so this season, meaning the next 3 years, her role should get bigger.
For sure, I just know like next year and the years after that, I know it's just gonna get bigger like you said, and I'm gonna have like big shoes to fill that like Kalani and Lauren are leaving, and then still another year to play with LC. It's just gonna be fun. It's gonna be a great experience.
But first, there's still work left to do in Tampa.
Well, guys, Nalissa logged 8 minutes with 2 points and a block in last night's semifinal win over Oregon here at the Women's Final Four. They got them into the national championship game set for tomorrow evening. We'll see. Now, she was one of only 2 players to come in off the bench for the Lady Bears. Our coverage of the 2019 Women's Final Four here in Tampa will continue tonight at 10 o'clock. That's going to do it for now. Thank you so much for joining us for Channel 6 News at 6. Wheel of Fortune is next.